Hi there, thanks for stopping by. My name's Adrian and welcome to Snippy and Lippies. Today I'm going to be doing a follow-up video on the Philips Air Fryer 4000 series stackable air fryers, which we've had now for a few months. Stay tuned. Okay, where do I begin?
Can we start the story now?
We purchased these in about the end of September. We were umming and ahhing about the Philips 4000 series stackable air fryers or the Ninja. Basically we picked those because of the styling. We thought the styling was better. There weren't many reviews because they were brand new at the time. We picked these ones, as I said, because the styling was nice, and the Ninjas had the side panel with the dial and things, and we weren't that keen on that, so we decided to go for these. Yeah, to say we've regretted it is a bit of an understatement, but anyway, we'll get to that. First of all, we'll go through the good things about this. As I said, I like the styling.
That's fancy.
I like the multiple cooking aspect. That's very good, having two things going at once. That's good, but you can do that with two separate air fryers. I did forget to mention, but we did have the Philips XXL prior to this, so my comparisons are against that. As far as the good goes, the styling, we love the styling, we love the colour of it. Secondly, we love the cleaning aspect of it. It's very simple to clean. We haven't put it in the dishwasher at all because that can take the Teflon and that sort of stuff off. So we hand wash it, but it's so simple to wipe out. It's phenomenal. It's really good. Thirdly, we like the glass window at the front. We haven't had that on air fryers before. We've only ever owned Philips air fryers. So that's all we've really got to compare with. So we thought, having loved Philips air fryers all this time, we thought, well, we can't go wrong getting another Philips. But yeah, we were very much mistaken. Anyway, let's get on to the bad.
This is going to be terrible. I know it.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
And it's quite a list. So first of all, I've got to say it's much slower than any air fryers we've had before. For example, and again, I said I'm comparing it to the Philips XXL, which we had before, which was a much larger air fryer. Now, for example, when I used to cook hash browns, I'll put an example here of the hash browns. When I used to make them, I used to do them for 10 minutes on 180 degrees, and then I'd turn them and I'd do another 10 minutes on 200 degrees. So 20 minutes in total, 180 and 200 degrees, and they were perfect. And it didn't matter how many were in there, they were all perfect. With this new ones, I'll put a video in here, but the timing is a lot slower and very much uneven. But before I get to that, the second point I want to point out on this too is that if you put 3 items in there, the one at the front will cook faster than the second one, then the third one. So the one at the back is always cooked not as hot. So it's quite a big thing to encounter. To show the hash brown test, these are the hash browns that we like, the McCain's hash browns. You can see here on the picture the suggested cooking time is 200 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes, turned halfway. Okay, so I've put the 3 hash browns, the McCain's, in the air fryer ready to go. On the packet, as I showed you, it said 12 to 14 minutes, turn halfway through for crispy golden hash browns. I've actually found out that they take about 25 minutes on 200 to do, which is pretty much double. So I'll set them off and I will show you halfway through. I'll stop them halfway through 14 and show you that they're not cooked yet. So, okay. Okay, now I started these at 25 minutes, so I'm going to stop them after 14 minutes, which is at 11, just to show the total time cooked that is said on the packet, just to show you the difference and what the company think is really cooked. So I'll pause that. Let's have a look. Now it's supposed to be golden brown. You can see here they're not cooked still soft. And as I said before, the one at the front is cooked more than the ones at the back. So put them back in, turn them off at 25 and show you the result. Okay, so they're about to finish after 25 minutes at 200 degrees, which is, like I said, nearly double the suggested time on the packet. I'll show you the results. Now this is how hash browns should be. Nice and crispy, lovely. As again, you can see there, I think you can pick it up okay in the camera, but I can see with my own eyes that the one in front is a lot darker than the other two. The one at the back is the least dark. Excuse my finger. Okay. So you can see there from that video that the cooking evenness, the timing is completely out. There are multiple things that it's done it to us on. So it's really unreliable, the timing. As I said in the video, the time for the hash browns was 14 minutes. It took 25, and to be honest, the one at the back could have still gone a bit longer as well. It still wasn't cooked fully. Another example, we've done like frozen chips, where it used to be 20 minutes and again 25, and they're still not cooked. You're close to 30 minutes. I mean, you might as well put it in the oven. I really think these air fryers are just mini ovens. They're not air fryers at all. The other thing I wanted to point out too about the evenness of cooking, with the old air fryer, the Triple XL, if you put one hash brown in there for 20 minutes on 200, came out perfect. If you put 4 in there, they all came out perfect. Wherever they were spread, it was a much even cook. It was a faster cook, and it didn't matter if there was 1 in there or 5 or 6. It didn't matter, they all cooked evenly. So that's another point that we're not happy about. Size of the air fryer, really not happy. We didn't expect huge baskets in these, but getting pots and pans for these was just incredibly hard. I mean, I purchased a set of pans from Amazon. Came in a set, weren't probably $60 or something, but this is kind of the size of the pan that came. That one's semi-useful, it's not bad. This is a cake tin. I mean, that's just, might as well be a muffin tin. And that, I mean, it's, so I ended up basically using the paper liners in there, which are very good for air fryers. I find them more useful than any of these pans, but obviously I'm not going to bake a cake that size. You've got to do 2, so it means go and buy another set of pans for the other air fryers. So yeah, not happy about that. Another major point, a negative about this, is the top temperature is 200 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but yeah, 200 degrees Celsius. The other one went much higher than that. So, and again, you see a lot of recipes online for air fryers where they're cooking at 205, 210, whatever. You can't go to that, so you've got to cook longer. With this air fryer, you've got to cook longer anyway, because it doesn't, I don't think it reaches those temperatures, to be honest. Too slow for making roasts. I did do a roast beef in there. It came out nice, but it took almost as long as an oven to do it. It was only that sort of size roast, and again, the top of it got burnt because it was too close to the top of the air fryer. So, you know, you can't do a really, you see pictures online where they're putting whole chickens in. I mean, they must be pigeons, they're not chickens. I don't know how they'd get a chicken in there. Another bugbear is the, while you're cooking something in there, the temperature is on display and the time is on display, but they not at the same time. So if you've got something on, say you've got a roast on for an hour or whatever, and you go in there to check how long it's got to go, you've got to wait 5 or 6 seconds for the temperature to go to the time so you can see what's there. So it would have been nice to have both on display at the same time, or a button you can just press for how long it's got to go. Now I just want to show you here what I mean about how long it takes between the temperature and the time. So you can see here it goes to temperature. So if you come in and you want to check how long it is to go, you've got to wait ages for it to switch back to the time to see where your cooking's at. When we first looked for this one, we were looking at the Ninja as well as this one, and we went with this one for the styling, and there weren't really reviews to compare this one to the Ninja. There were plenty of reviews for Ninja. I really regret buying these. We're going to contact Philips, and I'm going to send them a link to this video to show them that we're not happy. I bought it from JB, and I think I paid $385 each for the units. We've got 2. They're currently down to $285 or something, so obviously they're not selling, or people are taking them back because they're rubbish. We're at the point now where we're pretty much ready to get rid of these and go buy a Ninja, because we're so disappointed with this. Half the time I've got to use the oven anyway, whereas the whole point of air fryers, the ones we had, The Philips air fryers we had were phenomenal, and we used them all the time, and we hardly ever used the oven. They were great. I'd honestly rather go back to that than buy these, but I don't know, there's obviously some cost cutting or something with Philips, because they used to be the top brand out there, but these are a very big disappointment. So be warned, if you are thinking of purchasing these, watch some reviews, and make sure you try it within the 30 days to take it back, because it's really not good. So in hindsight, I mean, we would have actually preferred to have kept our old air fryers, or just bought the same model again to update them, or we would have preferred to have got the Ninja. We'll probably end up going and getting the Ninja. I'll see if I can get a refund from Philips, but I don't know, I doubt it. I'm sure there'll be some clause in there where they don't give refunds when it's been used, so, and it is 3 months old. But yeah, more fool us. If I can save someone else spending that money, wasting that money on buying them, then that's helpful too. So yeah, that's it from me today. If you found this video useful, please consider giving it a like, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one.